Hi, my name is Mark Olives, and today I'd like to talk to you about sustainable diets. So I get lots of people every day that are here for rehabilitation for cardiac problems or here for weight loss, and they frequently want diets. Well, number one, I always tell people I'm not going to give you a specific diet. The reason for that is 95% of diets fail. So study after study shows that I can give you any diet I want and you're not going to stick to it. So we're just wasting time. Also, I tell people, you already know how to eat. You know that you need fruits and vegetables. You need whole grain foods. You need nuts and seeds. You need to avoid processed foods. You need to avoid sugar. Everyone already knows how to eat. So the idea of telling you what to eat in a specific manner is just going to lead to failure. Eat what you know you need to eat and you'll be successful. However, I do tell people, you want to try and achieve the best diet you can, but there might be points where it's just you're going to come up against a wall. And if you do try and eat too perfect a diet, the likelihood of failure again becomes too high. Now that sounds like I'm telling you bad things, but I tell people I've done the perfect diet for long periods of time and I don't do it anymore. I eat good, but I don't eat perfect anymore because it was simply too hard to try and change everything. I was eating a lot of foods that I really didn't like. It's too hard to stick to that. So I tell people, if you set the bar too high, what frequently happens is you don't just kind of curtail your diet and go from great or perfect to good. Usually it's just, forget the whole thing. I'm just going back to the way I was eating. Here comes the fast food and all the garbage again. I tell people, don't do that. Give yourself realistic expectations. Also, don't try and make all this change at once. Simply start to try and incorporate healthier choices into your diet and see what sticks and what doesn't. If you've tried something for 30 days, you've tried to make a change with a certain thing and you just flat hate this thing, try another alternative. That's not working. If you're not able to change certain things, but you've made change with 85-90% of the other things, I think that's okay. Is that perfect nutritional advice? Absolutely not. But is it realistic advice? Yes. The fact is, humans are complex organisms. We can't just talk about, here's the perfect diet, this is what you should do. We've got to also consider a lot of brain activity, and we've got to consider behavior modification and different things like that. What's motivating the individual? And the fact is, too much stress, too much change is too difficult for humans, and we're not going to succeed. And I'm all about trying to create a sustainable program for people. I don't care if you're eating the perfect diet for 1 month and then you fall off and fail and go back to where you were. I'd much rather have you eat a sustainable diet that's good, not perfect, but good for the rest of your life. We're going to be much better off with that program. So just remember, try and do the best you can, keep striving for improvement, but try not to expect perfection. Perfection is overrated and simply leads to failure. I hope this helps you out. Thanks.